right, questions for Theo? Adam, and then we'll go to David in the back.
Yeah, Theo, Georgia's got a perfect season, obviously, #1 ranking, string of blowouts and all that. They're seen as somewhat invincible. Where does that play into the motivation of this team, trying to do something no other team has done against Georgia this year?
I just feel like that's like, I mean, we don't really look at the record. We just look at them as like we get that they play good team ball, but like we play good team ball too. So we look at them as like they put the pants on the same way we do. They put their shoulder pads on the same way that we do. We're not looking at them as like they're Superman. We just go in and we're going to work hard this week and go in the game the same way that we went into every game expecting to win.
Theo, what are some of those things those correctable mistakes that you guys can correct to have success against Georgia's offense, which can be explosive at times?
It's really just like because the mistakes that we have made this past game were small mistakes. So it's really just getting in the film room and getting together so we're all on the same page.
Jimmy.
Theo, would you tell me what it was like when the news was broken to you and the team that Tennessee would accept a bowl bid rather than impose a bowl ban?
Honestly, I wasn't really, paying attention to that because, that stuff had nothing to do with me. But I mean, it's good to know that we get to go, that we do get to go to a bowl game. So, I mean, it's just another game. Well, first we got to win one more to get there. But I mean, once we do get there, it's good to know that we can go.
Wes?
Right in front of you.
Theo, the way that, obviously a lot of what happened at Kentucky, y'all did not play the way that you wanted to. And then that 4th and 24 is converted. But then the next 4 plays, you get stops and win the game. I'm sure y'all had to be tired, fatigued, all that. How do you bounce back from a 4th and 24 on like 100th play of the game and get stops?
That just goes to, being competitive because we all knew that we had to get a stop. That we knew that we had to at least hold them to a field goal. So that was really just us, coming together and knowing our responsibilities and just, pitching a shutout in that last drive.
Eric, then Ben.
Yeah, kind of going off what Wes just asked, after that 4th and 24, what was said in the huddle? What was said amongst you guys out on the field to bounce back and get that stop?
Obviously, we had looked at the route and, we had got to correct it, but then, we just forgot about it. And then we knew that we had to play we knew that we had to play 4 downs. So we just, came together and, and got a stop.
What did go wrong on that 4th and 24?
They just ran a route that we haven't really seen. And then they kind of, got, like our corner got a little bit too high, and then he threw it like right there up underneath him. That it was something small, but I mean, it obviously put a big change in the game. But I mean, it's small things, honestly.
And when you look at Georgia's passing attack, just what do you all need to do to find success this Saturday?
Really, just stop their big plays because we've been watching film on them. Then they have some guys who can take the top off of defense. So we just gotta contain them and then tackle the running backs.
Jimmy, then Patrick.
Theo, there's been a lot of conversation about Cedric Tillman having a breakout year because he has gained a lot of confidence. Could the same be said of you? Are you a lot more confident player? Do you think that's why you've been so productive this year?
I honestly feel like that confidence comes from the extra film study and then the defense that we're playing. This defense is a little bit more simpler, and then with the film study, I can focus more on the offense, and then that really just like I can go out there and play and be that kid that I was in the backyard.
Hey, last 3 games you guys have hit a lot of snaps, but there's also been a lot of third down opportunities where you guys have had a chance to get off the field, haven't been able to do it. Is it almost a mental block now, but is it almost like third down, it's kind of maybe in your heads a little bit, given how much it's been maybe a struggle the past few games?
I mean, once we hit third down, our mindset is really just to get off the field. But I mean, the only thing that's really been hurting us on third down is the quarterback runs. So I feel like if we limit the quarterback runs, then we get off the field more times than not.
Back to Wes.
Theo, what is going wrong on those quarterback runs? I mean, I'm sure it's not the same thing over and over, but obviously teams are continue to do that every week, so what's causing that?
I mean, most of the time, I mean, we're in coverage either playing zone or man to man, and then when they're not open, it's really the quarterback making a good play. Like it's really like, I mean, obviously we can have better pass rush lanes or like something here or there to stop it, but I mean, most of the time it's really him just making a good play.
Ben, then back to Patrick.
Theo, what's going through your head when you all are out there play after play after play, and you finally get back to the sideline, and then your offense puts up a touchdown immediately? What's going through your head there?
Go back out there and get a stop, get offense back on the field, I mean, it's kind of nice to know that, our offense can score like in 10 seconds, so, I mean, we really don't care that we're on the field a lot because we know once we get a stop, our offense can go score quick and then we can get up on teams faster. So it's really a different mindset once we go out there.
Yeah, you have, I think, 10 pass breakups this season. I think it's probably more than you had in your first 3 years of your career. What was allowing you to make more plays on the ball this year?
Just my technique and like film study, like just knowing the receivers, like and knowing their routes and knowing their favorite routes that they like to run, and it's just me like honing in on my technique, and then if I'm beat, playing through the hands, and really just making a play on the ball.
You almost got that screen the other night. Was that something you saw on film? And I guess you're disappointed you didn't get it right.
See, I knew the play was coming, and then I kind of cheated up, but the way he threw it more forward, so I had to like try and dive and get it. But if he would have threw it like a better ball, I would have picked it. But it kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
Sorry to bring it up.
Wes, then Jim.
Theo, I know that you've already told us just a minute ago about you take this game like it would be any other game, but I mean, anytime you play the team that's ranked number 1 in the country, that is an opportunity for not just yourself, but for the team, for the program, for everybody, isn't it? Oh,
for sure. It's a big opportunity right now. I mean, like we have a chance to to put a big loss to their season. And this is a big game for us because it's like homecoming. So with the win here, it's like I don't even know how else to explain it. It's just going to be one of those wins that you remember.
Coach Garner said he told his defensive line unit that you come to Tennessee to play in games like this against Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it that way?
I mean, you come to Tennessee to play in any big game, but since they're the next game, it's the biggest game.
Theo, Georgia has 3 tight ends that have a pretty unique skill set. The freshman that's made plays, and 2 other guys that are pretty big targets. Just what have you seen from them on film this week?
They will actually line up outside like a receiver and run routes too. So we have to take that into account, and we got to get the matchups on them because they're a little bit bigger, but they're still running routes that a regular slot receiver would run. So we just got to take that into account too.
We'll finish with Eric.
What have you seen from Stetson Bennett on film? Kind of what makes him so successful this season?
His feet, like if nobody's open, he can extend plays very well, and then if he needs to tuck it and run, he will, and then he distributes the ball well to all his receivers and tight ends and running backs too. So he's a very, very good quarterback, and really just somebody that we have to keep in the pocket and make him beat us with his arm.
Thank you, Theo.
Yep.